have been following EnergyNet for a while. Then I saw them posting a video of actually the current CS, Rebecca Miano.
Right.
She was talking about her experience growing up and not having electricity. So when I saw that, I followed that link and it led me to the MD of EnergyNet. And I just DM'd him. And I said, I can see there is an energy summit. I want to moderate. And he was like, let's have a conversation. And I took advantage, sent my resume.
What?
When we had that conversation, it changed from me moderating to me being part of their global board. I had no experience in energy. Same thing as even in government, I had no experience. So what people need to do, young people, that MVP listening, jitume.
Man.
Ama wewe uko na nyota. Unajua Pastor Mackenzie.
Who is your God?
Who is your God?
This is the Modern Vibes on Vibes Radio.
You're tracking it on Master Design.
You must say it again.
Yeah,
Na nilikuwa
Master Design.
nimewawarn.
Na niliwawarn. That playlist itakuwa kali kabisa.
And of course, this is the best show in Africa. #Morning Vibes. #Kevin Bryan.
Love it.
Yes. Unasemaje?
I'm excited. I'm excited first of all kwa sababu tuko na conversation nyingine deadly. It's going to be going down right now.
No,
surprise guest. Surprise guest. It's not her first time here.
Yeah.
What? Lakini before that, kumbuka you can stream live, stream live on www.vibesradio.co.ke and follow us on the handle at Vibes Radio KE. Mine is at Kev Matara.
At Brian_Sally at Vibes Radio KE. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. I want to big up everybody. Wase wote wako kwa hiyo hashtag. Conversation is ongoing vile inafaa. It's looking good. The day shash tatu that day. Anasema good morning ghetto of Babylon. Desire will bless me. We'll play for you that one. Tukona David Munala all the way from Vihiga County.
Yes.
Brian.
Fucking Ukwetu.
Home. Moshiri KE says, good morning, my neighbors.
Good morning, my neighbors.
All the way from Mombasa.
Yes.
Smart Jeff pia anasema inabamba. Good morning, my neighbors pia.
Hapo sawa.
Boniface Mutua, I see you. Smart Jeff. Guys, I need some clarification.
What?
Historia, because I can see it's also trending now. Historia, COVID is not over. Is it actually true that it's not over? Yeah, my guys. But you know what? Hata kama haijaisha, I think the best thing to do is just observe Ministry of Health protocols. Wewe tu yani, let me tell you, just wear a mask.
Do you know one thing I miss?
Wear a mask.
Do you know one thing I miss? In the last 24 hours,
yes.
I miss just that statement. Not the whole situation. Yeah, we cannot walk at sijui story na curfew and stuff like that. But Mugundua Kenya washa adjust. Like people are not walking around late night and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is something good for me. But tuko na mgeni.
Yes. A special guest in the building. Wacha aji introduce.
Hello. Okay, how do I introduce?
Don't overthink this thing.
See, overthink.
I was
Nadia.
overthinking too much. Okay. My name is Nadia, and you're listening to Morning Vibes Radio, the coolest radio in Africa.
Yeah.
With myself, Brian and Kevin.
So Nadia wants to be a radio presenter in
Yes.
future.
Yes.
And if you don't know who Nadia is, she's a former CAS or ICT maze. That is she was the youngest CAS in the former administration near Uhuru Kenyatta, Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs. This is not your first time here, Nadia.
No.
You were here last year with us. And pia najua tulipata na Mombasa. It was an amazing conversation.
Yes.
Your time elections, campaigns actually. And today we want to talk about something. So for the longest time ever, for the past I think 1.5 weeks, Brian and Sally, we've been talking about an amazing event in going to happen at the KICC from the 20th to the 23rd of this month.
Yes.
Inaitwa the Youth Energy Summit. It's hosted by EnergyNet. And I'm excited kwa sababu hapa hivi opportunities ni kibao for youngins.
Yes.
Students, educators, entrepreneurs, career professionals, the whole gang. So there's so much to learn from attending that event. And I know, Nadia, you have a special role to play. Yes. So let's start there, Kwanzaa.
Yes.
So how do you check in? What exactly do you do when it comes to the Youth Energy Summit?
Yeah. So first of all, the Youth Energy Summit is streamlined with Africa Energy Forum. So the bigger one is Africa Energy Forum, and then you have now for the youth, which is the Youth Energy Summit. I am a global board member on the Youth Energy Summit. And basically, just like its name, it's for the youth in Africa who are in energy, pursuing energy, or want to be involved in the energy sector.
Right.
As you know, when it comes to Africa, energy is our biggest resource. But because of how young people find it very elite or far-reached, we are trying to normalize that conversation. You asked me whether I was in the energy sector. I'm not in the energy sector. However, I am a person who identifies opportunity. And there is a big pool of opportunity for young people in Africa to join the Energy Forum. And so the Energy Youth Summit is a place where young people are going to learn, are going to be exposed to big energy players globally, not only in Africa. And they're going to be learning about different things. I'm even moderating a certain session. And really just to be in a pool of networks that can help them elevate.
So I know it's not the first time you're working with youth. You're very passionate about youth affairs. Sasa, from becoming a CAS and then jumping into the Youth Energy Summit, because I know you play a very important role up before. How is that experience, Maze? From being in Gava, so you go ground.
I think that, to be honest, I have a different view with everything right now because of the fact that I was in a very high level in government. I think differently, I analyze differently, and I tap into opportunities differently. So for me, going from being a government official to a global board member, and it's not the only global board, by the way. It's one of them.
We apologize.
But it's now more, for me, I think it's more practical because I know about policies. I know how to get into those policies, but also simplify it. Because one of my roles when in the former government, I was supposed to simplify things. So now I'm just simplifying what energy means and why it's important for young people in Africa to take part of it.
One thing I love is your voice is just not yours. You speak for the youth. You speak for people in this mental health space. Pan-Africanism is something that you love. And yeah, you're a change maker. That it doesn't stop up IV, but you have a nose for she has a nose for opportunity for the youth. How can you encourage the young people to actually identify opportunity, and how can uyo MVP anatusikiza sahi just get to know that these are the trending jobs, these are the trending things that I can jump on and get opportunity as a young person?
I'll tell you this, young people need to stop limiting themselves. I told you guys how I got the global board, and I think I should share it.
I think it's a good story. Put it out there.
Because I'm very active on LinkedIn, which I think every young person needs to do right now, as long as you have access to the internet. And I have been following EnergyNet for a while. Then I saw them posting a video of actually the current CS, Rebecca Miano. She was talking about her experience growing up and not having electricity. So when I saw that, I followed that link, and it led me to the MD of EnergyNet. And I just DM'd him. And I said, I can see there is an energy summit. I want to moderate. And he was like, let's have a conversation. And I took advantage, sent my resume.
What?
When we had that conversation, it changed from me moderating to me being part of their global board. I had no experience in energy. Same thing as even in government, I had no experience. So what people need to do, young people, that MVP listening, jitume.
Man.
Ama wewe uko na nyota. Unajua Pastor Mackenzie.
Who is your God?
Who is your God? But it's so exciting to learn that you get into spaces that are not ordinarily space yako. Alafu na kama unatake opportunity na you take to the next level. But umeongelelea about Miano, talking about her life, but what's your life like? Because people don't know much about you in terms of your personal life growing up and stuff like that.
My life is honestly a decision and a chance at a time. What I mean is, I grew up in Mombasa. I didn't like how you're told you study, you do this, you get married, and that's it. My mentality changed. I was a person and jituma too, by the way. In fact, as a young kid, people used to say mini kimbelembele sana, but kimbelembele yangu imeni lead to where I am today. And so I'm just an open person. I believe in opportunities. I believe in there's something bigger than myself, and that's what I run with. And my life right now, post government, of course there are things I miss, but I think I've learned so much. So whether or not I'm in and out, you'll always see Nadia. After every 2 weeks, I'm in the newspaper. I'm speaking an interview because I've learned the art of keeping myself relevant. And I think MVPs need to learn that.
Yes.
Yeah, I was actually telling Brian that the day, part of the reason we're so excited about this event is it helps you stay relevant in conversations. Tunafaa kujua nini, all the latest trends in the energy sector. For somebody young, mtu amemaliza form 4 sahi, ama amemada campo, just graduated, and they're also in the industry, and maybe they're worried, oh my God, maybe there are no opportunities, there are no jobs. What should they be looking forward to when they go and attend over there? What's going on in their mind? What kind of questions should they be asking potential employers, educators over there? How should they approach this thing when they go there?
So before they get there, they have to preempt themselves. Number one, there's information on the website. Go to Youth Energy Summit and go to Africa Energy Forum. Look at all the companies that are coming. Then find out what these companies want. Now, when a young person who is graduated or whatever goes there, unaenda pale with certain profiles because you have an access to everyone. CEOs, MDs, partners, you name it, they'll be there. So wakifika huko, they just network. That's what I'm going to say. Don't go there thinking, oh, opportunities will come to you. Nenda pale and be a chronic networker. So when you leave, umepata either number, an email, or some certain information, because there's going to be a pool of sessions. There's a lot of, what are they called, exhibitions and opportunities. Actually, there are some energy companies from Europe and in Africa who are looking for young people. So be ready. And then dust off your resumes. Dust off.
Dust it, Maze.
Dust it, because everyone is unemployed. Even I'm unemployed, by the way. I tell people that. I'm unemployed. Technically, I'm unemployed. But what I do is hapa na pale. I put myself somewhere.
Ukiangalia the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goal 7, it's all about the affordable and clean energy. Now, some facts, they say, 3 billion people rely on wood, charcoal, coal, or animal waste for cooking and heating. Brian Ashley told me about uko Vihiga. Wanatumia kuni deadly. Sindio? And, well, if you look at some of the targets by the UN, for example, Amani Smith Sustainable Development Goals targets are 2030. One of them, to ensure universal access to affordable, reliable, and modern energy services. From a Kenyan context, are we on track to affordable and reliable access to energy services?
I think we are partly on track, but and I had this conversation yesterday in a closed door meeting. I think we need to disseminate this information more. A lot of people on the ground don't understand what clean energy is, don't understand what affordable housing is, or sustainable smart cities is. So I think what needs to happen, whether it's government, private institutions, or individuals, we need to actually teach people what these things mean in order for them to understand and adapt to them. Because policies, in Kenya we have the best policies. In fact, other countries come and take policies from us. So we just need to make sure that wananchi understand, and then our policies streamline with the need. So we are partly there, but in order for us to fully actualize it, we need stakeholders and shareholders.
I love it.
People want to get to know more about Youth Energy Summit. What's the involvement like, and do you feel like Kenyans are moving closer to understanding the youth agenda? Sababu inakania watu wengi, youth agenda is only understood wakati wa campaign. That's when they understand what the youth agenda is, and they set it for us. Do you feel like the young people kwanza understand the youth agenda, and are we setting it, or someone else is doing it for us?
I can tell you that the youth agenda can be confusing because of how we transition. Because one government will have a certain agenda, another government will have another agenda. So to be honest, people get confused, and the main goal gets lost in transition. Are we getting there? I think Kenya, we have it. It's just that priorities. We only prioritize young people when it's good for us. The rest of the time, or they will find it themselves. So the reason why I like and its unique element is it has prioritized young people, because the bigger summit is Africa Energy Forum, where it has always been done in Europe. This is the first time in 25 years it's being done in Kenya. Kenya is the first African country.
Oh, nice.
So you can imagine. Now, when they did that, they saw a need to now have Youth Energy Summit. And what a better country like Kenya, because our median age is 19, population is 38 million. So they have prioritized young people, and then not only are they focusing on Kenyans, there are about 1,000 young people coming from across Africa to the summit. All the sessions have been designed for young people, from understanding the basic of energy, to understanding what resources of energy are in Kenya, to understanding what the government is doing for Kenya in terms of energy, and what other countries and the European people want to do for Kenya. So I think with this particular one, young people have been really targeted. And that's why you will see also they have a lot of influencers. Young people are influencers. I've been working with a lot of young people who have told them they need to be influencers so that they can come in. What they've done, Youth Energy Summit have sponsored flights. They have sponsored, hotels. Most of the hotels, a ticket is $500. They have sponsored those tickets.
That's exciting.
There are so many young people who personally I know, not only in Kenya, in Ghana, in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Egypt, in Morocco, that are coming. And what I did is I made sure I have a personal connection with them so that when they come, they know that this is about them.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
You know, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day. We were just talking about the youth, African youth especially, taking control and ensuring that we're part of the solutions to our problems, because I know we have our own unique solutions to our unique problems.
Yes.
Determining our own narrative.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, you know, African youth, you guys don't engage in policy conversations. You seem to be so excited about this current generation of youth. What's so different? Why are they so excited about my engagements? It never used to be like this.
It never,
quote unquote.
Yes, it never used to be like this because governments didn't have people like me and others in there. I mean, right now
That's
it's
true.
in Botswana. The youngest deputy minister is 23.
Nah.
Namibia, a member of parliament, my friend Patience,
Yeah.
she's 24. Yeah, so you can imagine, I was there when I was 29.
You were the youngest.
Yeah, I was the youngest in Kenya, you know, and there are so many others. You go to Ghana, there are young people who have been there. So young people have seen that, oh my God, we can do it. So they want to get more involved in policy so that they can also be in those places.
Yeah.
And they are more inquisitive. You know, the other generation, they were more, it's like maliza shule, study, upate kazi. Right now, people are so innovative and progressive. Everyone's like, you know what? I know how I'm going to get there and I'm going to do it. I think it's just now governments need to prioritize and put more. We can't have one. Let's have a handful everywhere, including Kenya.
How would you rate our government when it comes to the youth agenda? Are they pushing this thing really far? Ama we let it slide.
You know, I'll say this: this government is still new.
Oh, true.
They are trying to they still have issues that they're dealing with, and I'm pretty sure at some point they're going to prioritize youth for the right purpose.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
and when they do that, I think then we'll see it on a much stronger base. But they're trying their best.
Yeah, they're making progress.
They're making progress. They just need to make more progress and have more people like Nadia in there.
You know, you're so optimistic, Nadia. Huku nje watu wafikiri hivyo, but ni sawa. We need Kenyans like you. To see the good side of things.
Yeah,
You know, it's just being... sometimes even for you guys, when you had change, when change happened to you, things looked thick at first. Even for me, before I'm here talking like this, I hit a bad place. So I think it's just trying to cultivate and say maybe it's gonna be better. And if it doesn't, we are Kenyans. Unfortunately, we are resilient. Unfortunately.
Same thing nilikuwa nakwambia.
Yeah,
bro.
last week tumeongelea how
resilience thing.
hii resilience yetu ndio inafanya saa zingine
Yani paka
inatucost.
tunasaulika because we are so like
We're
tunaweza.
still pushing, we're still pushing. But thank you so much for creating time to talk to us. What's
Nadia.
next for you, and how else can we plug in? Because the other time I remember I was hosting Pulse Music Video
I
Awards,
know.
and she loves music, by the way.
I love
really?
She
music.
loves
I love music.
Yeah.
What's next for me? I can tell you for a fact in 15 years I'll be the president of this country.
Say that again.
15 years I'll be the president.
Sasa president itabidi umewacha namba kwa sababu
But other than that, that's what I'm doing.
You're actually gonna run?
Promoting. I am going to. I have a
Nadia,
team.
I have to vote for you.
I have a team, let me tell you.
Already?
We are there. 15 years. I'm giving myself 15 because
Yeah.
no, I need to
You're only
test the
20,
water.
nini? 20, 36. 30 what? 32.
Either 10, maybe 10 years.
10 years is
yeah,
okay.
10. So I'll be 42.
Yeah.
yes.
Hey, people will really enjoy you because we're under pressure. You're not going to be too aggressive with us.
No.
Utuambie niliwa one. I'm just saying.
I'll keep on, I'm going to keep on just rallying young people and young women with opportunity. For me, I'm a chronic networker. Where I see an opportunity, I'll take 10 other people and go with them.
I'll use that phrase, chronic networker. Yeah, thank you so much
Thanks,
for creating
Nadia.
time to talk to us. And for just making sure that we may get quick experience even before and even now, and that you're sharing in the spaces na opportunities zile zenye umekam nazo. Yeah, may just be expansive, and when you become president, si tutakuwa hapo hivyo. na ukifanya
Give us
mchezo
positions.
Lazima
tutaandamana.
you guys are in media. So nyinyi mtakuwa pale sasa mnasoma. According to what the president has said,
Rais Nadia Ahmed aliweza kuwa katika ziara yake ya pale Marekani. Tutakuwa pale.
Hii kitu imeenda ushaibeba.
Imeenda. Head of communication.
Thanks a lot, Nadia Mohammed. Nadia Ahmed, sorry about that.
Yes.
Imekuwa real manze. 8:30 right now. Another special guest is about to check in. Erico Mondi manze. Eric is in the building. Tunaenda kuongea maneno ya housing finance bill.
Yeah, finance bill.
Of course. Kulikuwa na tafash pale tao. We'll also touch on that.
Yeah, we'll touch on that because it's become big on activism. Na pia kutakuwa na historia content creators, hiyo percentage.
Oh, yes.
Hiyo yenye imekuwa included kwa bill. So if you're joining us right now, make sure that you get to stand by for Erico Mondi.
Thanks.
Morning Vibes, where you are the MVP. No negative vibes.